if you can believe it, I'm actually finished with GP7 5824. Took a long time. A lot of it was waiting for enamel to dry over the various courses of steps, and I didn't always work diligently, but reasonably so. I have to say that the high-tech details, air hoses and brake hose or MU hoses, are really cool. They're pretty strong rubber, but they're flexible, so they give a really good appearance. And I was having major problems with the cast white metal ones because they would constantly get stuck. If I had a locomotive in for maintenance, they'd get stuck in my foam cradle and just bend almost every time I pulled the locomotive out of service. And these, I probably don't have anything I can do it with, but these, hang on a second, I can get in here. Just really, easily moved without any damage. Also, for the first time, I still need to figure out how I want to do this on the F7s, but added in cut levers. So a lot of work on an old blue box GP7 with an extra wide shell, but as I've said before, all part of the process to learn some of these skills on a low risk model. Cannon & Company fans. According to the picture, it looked like a 5-chime Nathan, so that's what I put in there. I apologize for the dehumidifier. I'll have to turn that off in a minute. So now on to other projects, but this is going to take a little bit more fine-tuning with the decoder, but we'll fire it up here and get a sense of it. I'm not sure how many months that was, but probably close to 6. Worked on some other projects in the interim, but happy to have this guy just about ready to go into service, again with some fine-tuning on the decoder settings. So we'll see what we do next. And this is definitely, you can see some of the reflection. Rather than buying clear styrene, it's amazing how many products, you know, those frustrating packaging materials you get on so many different products anymore, having nothing to do with railroads, that come in those clear plastic. I'm not sure what kind of plastic it is, but I think I bought a new switch plate for the house and used that and just cut it. Used canopy glue to set it in, because these old Athearn GP models do not have any kind of windows included, so that'll probably be something I do go back and do 5889, which was a GP7 I did before. I'll probably, next time I have that one in for maintenance, I'll probably do the same thing, because it does look a lot better with the windows in it. So sorry for the long delay, but that's how long it took. And before I go, I got one more thing I picked up on that I'll share that I'm sure other people have figured out, but dealing with just mixing paints. So stand by. All right. Not sure if I've even described this. This isn't what I was going to say, but since it's on the workbench, I'll point it out. This is a work in progress. It's an I-17A caboose, which is about 12 feet shorter, I believe, than a standard I-18 class C&O caboose. So I've already chopped that. This is again an Athearn. Started with an Athearn model, and I've added windows and changed the size of some windows, added grab irons and ladders. So that's one of the things I was working on that slowed down the GP7 project. I was trying to do them in between, so as I was waiting for the GP7's various coats of enamels to dry, I was working on this. But what I wanted to point out, I've been a contact wearer probably since I was in, I don't know, 5th grade or something, long time. And for the last several decades, I've been wearing disposable contact lenses. So every 2 weeks, I put a new pair in. So that means I get one of these a week if I chose not to throw them away. And I've found they are really, really useful. So just one lens comes per pack. And if you're a contact lens wearer, you've basically got a free supply of tiny little mixing bowls for paint. So this was for the handrails for the GP7. That requires me to put a little bit of orange in the yellow that I have to get that goldenrod kind of color rather than just a bright kind of pale yellow. And so that's something that took me a long time to figure it out. It was right in front of me, but that's something I'll be picking up on from now on, is if I can convince myself or get into the habit of not chucking them, which I've been doing for a long, long time. So just a useful tip that I found I thought I'd share, and we'll see what we work on next.